Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a daily tarot oracle reading. Tattletales from Tales from the Vector. This is general or collective, so parts may or may not resonate with you. Take what works for you and leave the rest. This also is timely. If you're watching it at this time, it is perfect for you. Having said that, if it has been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? So we have the underlying energy for this reading is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is representing a cup of love coming in. Now, love in tarot represents romantic love, and sometimes, especially with this card, quite often it is romantic love, but it also could be love of anyone or anything, or even something that you love to do or something you love to be. This is the knight in shining armor that we read about, though. So it usually does indicate a solid love offer, someone wanting to get to know you better, that or take your relationship to the next level. And then we have Temperance as the underlying energy from my oracle, Tales from the Vector. This is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And the Temperance card is talking about devotion to your divine path, to the direction you're going. It's about controlling your emotions and just staying calm, even when you're in hardship. And it looks like there has been some hardship here, but I feel like with this energy, it is shifting. So let's take a look at what is going on here. We do have a major transition. And I do feel that this is talking about what's been going on in this bottom row. It's kind of, this is where we're at. So the transition is coming in from this energy on the bottom. We're talking about, this card scares a lot of people, but this is not predictive. The tarot and oracle readings are like a snapshot in time, and they can shift very quickly with your actions. So this is more about talking about an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. We do have light at the end of the tunnel. So this is awesome. It's talking about a shift happening, and it's transitional. So it's talking, this older person doesn't want the change coming into town. You know what they say, that the two things you can count on are death and taxes, but you can also count on change, because change is happening every second of every minute of every day. And this energy is saying, and these younger ones here are saying, yes, we do want the change. That one has a flower, and that's representing the bloom for new. Also, there's been a king that's been trampled here, and so he is underfoot. And this is saying that systems are changing. There's huge changes happening around you possibly, and also for you personally. We have the strength card. So you've been doing your best to stay calm, and you've made a decision that you want to face all your fears and anything that's holding you back, and you're willing to dig deep to do so. This is talking about 100% infinite potential, and it's saying that this young woman is digging deep into this lion's mouth because she wants to face her fears and look at anything that's holding her back. She wants to face it and make a transition and have it out of her life. So this energy is saying that you are doing the inner work so that you can make really strong choices to keep moving forward. We do have the devil here. The devil is definitely about some sort of temptation coming in. We have two lovers here. They're yoked to each other, and then they're chained to Saturn's box. And this energy is talking about, with him crouched there in between them, it's talking about animalistic instinct. And it's saying that this is more lust than love. When the devil card comes up, it's really manipulative energy. You're not going to get the truth from the devil. So I always cover it with the next card up. I want to see what happens here. Who does he send in, or does God, or I was just going to say, or does God stop it from happening? And this is talking about the truth comes in as a gift from the divine. So this is definitely saying, this is a collaboration between the Most High and the universe to bring you some truth. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. So this is saying you're protected from this energy that you're safe. And then we have the Hangman, and the Hangman is talking about hanging from the tree of knowledge. He's hanging there because he wants to get a really, he wants to look at something from every perspective. And this energy is talking about when his aura gets bright, then he knows it's time to come down from the tree of knowledge and take action. And I feel maybe that you have been in some stuck energy here, but now you're getting ready to move forward. You've looked at the situation from all angles. You have the truth now, which is awesome. And the aces do represent new energy coming in. So this is good to see. We have a celebration happening here. This could be a celebration of some sort, but it's not like these people are celebrating with each other. They're more celebrating something that's happening. In a lot of countries, if you toast someone in this manner without looking them in the eye, people will get really, really upset. In particular in Europe, they have a superstition that if you don't look someone in the eye when you're toasting them, it causes 7 years bad luck in your love life. And we don't want that, because this is the love that you've been waiting for, wanting to come in. So maybe sometimes this card can represent gossip and slander. It can represent a third-party energy as well. So we'll just reserve judgment on that and see, because this unstuck energy is definitely moving forward with this on here, with the Ace of Swords here. And this is talking about if they're celebrating that you're stuck, you're not stuck anymore. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it's like you've been in this can be like a never-ending nightmare. The Nine of Swords. Swords do represent your thoughts, basically. They represent your mental intelligence, discipline of the mind. And this is talking about, maybe not being able to sleep because of worry, or just being so, like having the same energy day after day and being stuck in that. And it looks like this energy feels to me like they're celebrating that you are stuck in this energy for some reason. Or perhaps there's a third party energy that doesn't want you to connect with this energy here. This is saying, though, that you may have been, it looks like, you've been you've been doing a lot of work, prayer, meditation, doing your best to overcome this energy, get unstuck. And this could be you waking up in the middle of the night and you just had a real cool dream and you're trying to remember the exact steps that you were shown. This isn't uncommon. And also waking up in the middle of the night and just having an epiphany from the Holy Spirit. And so this is saying that the quilt on your bed here, it has cosmic symbols on it, which is saying that the universe does have you covered, and that you're, you just may have to get out of bed and get out of your comfort zone to make some shift happen. We have the Page of Swords, and this is talking about an aha moment, an epiphany that comes to you, possibly, like in that, with this energy, I would say that's the case. If this is energy from outside of yourself, it could be talking about someone that's under the age of 21, that is, someone maybe that, or it could be regarding something that happened to you when you were like in elementary school, high school, or maybe you were just starting out in college, university, or apprenticing, for work, something like that. It's defining the time frame. It could be about that, something that goes back to that time, especially with this card here. Or it could be about someone, or information coming from someone, or communication coming from someone from that time frame. So this is saying, the sword is double-edged. It's representing your mental intelligence and discipline of the mind, but it's also saying he's not looking at the sword. He isn't looking at it because he already has the logical question. He wants to know what is an intuitive answer so that he can come up with a creative solution to the problem. He's thinking outside the box. And then we have, so that could be your energy. And then we have this, right on this sword energy here. And it's saying that there's some energy that's been coming towards you, outer conflict. And this is cutthroat energy. It's like very aggressive, and it's talking about, well, with the devil sitting here on this. But I feel like this is God protecting you from this energy. And you know, this quite often can represent three different versions of our mind and the inner conflict that we're going through. And when we have outer conflict, then it quite often does cause inner conflict. And the more inner conflict we have, the more outer conflict we tend to have in our lives. And so this can be talking about doing a lot of inner work and meditation. You know, to be able to quiet your mind and be able to use your intuition. We have here we have you doing that right here. And so this is saying, like, laying your mind to rest. And here you have the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious mind, boom, 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 just hanging them on the wall. Your subconscious mind is formed by the time you're 6 or 7. So that energy is talking about, you know, when you're a baby, you're like a sponge absorbing your environment and the energy of the people that are in charge of your care. So this is really heavily imprinted on us. And so we carry our subconscious mind well into our adulthood, yet we don't remember very much of it. It's more the thoughts of the people that were in charge of our care. So this can be representing your subconscious mind is like when we're under a lot of conflict, that's when we tend to that's what I'm going to do. It's the first one that pops up, but it's not always the most reliable. And then we have the unconscious mind, which is your spiritual needs. And from, you know, a lot of people will say, I am a human body and I do have a soul. But from the soul's perspective, you are a soul that's traveling in a human body. And it's your vehicle for getting around. And then the conscious mind is what you have a good handle on. So you can relate exactly what happened, and you know, you have a good, you know, okay, this is what happened, you remember it, you can recount it and tell it to others. So when the three of these can get quiet and they start working together, and you focus on just what is your heart telling you, what are your authentic desires, what is it that you really want, and quiet the mind so that you can feel. And this is talking, on the stained glass window here is the word pax, and that's peace of mind, or peace. So peace of mind by laying your mind to rest. We have feeling like you've been left out in the cold, isolated, not being part of society, not fitting in possibly. You may have been feeling this way your whole life as a child. But, you know, in this energy here, with this devotion and temperance, I really feel that this is saying that you are never meant to just blend into the family, blend into society. You are unique. Everyone's unique, but you may have, you know, stand out in a way that you have unique qualities, and they just maybe you haven't had the confidence maybe to bring them out from something that happened in your childhood. I feel that this is exactly like the energy that you're in here is going to really empower you, and that's why the truth is starting to come out of your situation. You may, you know, God didn't make you to blend in. Maybe you're a star and you just don't know it as of yet. Or you have some special quality that you just haven't really nurtured as of yet. And after doing this and going through what you've gone through, it's going to show up for you. And you, and maybe there's people that would rather it didn't, with the devil there, right there. And look at this. Once you realize this and you understand that this isn't like a, if you've been feeling this way your whole life, it might mean just that you need to clean up that energy from when you were a child and realize that you're meant to be different and go on a different journey. We have the Fool right here. So this is awesome. The Fool starts off at the 0 point, and it's talking about having like a blank canvas. And being able, he's taken a leap of faith that yes, I'm going to do what I was, what I feel in my heart is the right thing to do. And so he's taken a leap of faith. He's got a little bit of baggage here. So he's taken what he's learned from other cycles. And we can tell he's been on other cycles because he has tattered sleeves here. So this is awesome. It's saying that after all this energy is happening and the inner work that you've done, you're ready to, let's go on an adventure. And this is confirming that, what I just said. So this is saying, this quite often does represent healing the inner child. We have an adult and a child here, no baggage. And the water here that's rough, it represents volatile emotions and maybe chaos in your life. And this is you going off to calmer waters from doing all this work and, praying, meditating, and asking the Most High for help. And he's right here saying, it's time for you to go on a new journey in calmer waters. Here is the conveyor of this is you doing all that work. And he has to dig very deep with this pole to push you out of this rough water and get you moving towards the calmer. And definitely this is talking about healing that inner child energy, and it's saying, hey, job well done. You've managed to clear that, and you're off on a new adventure here. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords energy is talking about one of 4 queens in the minor arcana. She's considered to be the coldest of all the queens. Like, she's been there, she's done that, and she has the t-shirt, and she's not in the mood for bullshit at all. She does have her left hand out, so she's saying, hey, I'm willing to find a devoted partner or have them come and approach me. But if you're not in that energy and you're just going to hand me a bunch of bullshit, off with your head. She has her sword up at the same time. She does have clarity, and this is talking about the clarity that you have, that you know that you are wanting to what you want, and that you're not settling for anything less than what you deserve. This is really good energy to see. So I don't feel that you're going to stay in this cold energy. I feel this is just you having learned discernment about who you're going to allow in your inner circle in your life, and make really strong choices about that as you move forward. And we have, and then look at this. I love this. The 2 queens here. This is saying this is your true nature, someone who's very loving. The Queen of Cups has this big trophy on her lap. Like, this is like someone who loves, very generously. It's the lid on it represents unconditional love. And quite often this will be someone who is in a traditional kind of relationship in love. And quite often it also can talk about perhaps wanting to start a family, be a mother. This would be more like a trad wife energy in some ways, or this sometimes can represent, your maternal bloodline. So it can represent your mother, your grandmother, great-grandmother. It can represent aunts, female cousins, sisters. So this is talking about some sort of energy. Now, these 2 have their backs to each other, if you notice that. I feel like that's saying that the Queen of Swords energy has her back to love at this time, because she's been so busy trying to just stay in alignment here. And I feel like there was probably a third-party energy here with, you look at the lovers here, they don't look that thrilled, And so this energy is now talking about, it's sitting right here, that this energy, we could almost switch them around here. And then, we have that energy. Do you see, like, it's talking about that's where you have been and this is where you could be now. And I'm getting you're not quite there yet, but you're almost there. And because you're being discerning, and that's cool. Take your time. It's saying you don't have to be in any hurry. If something's meant to be, it will be, and it'll be perfect for you. This is talking about, now that you know what you know, you have conviction beyond a doubt which action you want to take and which way you're ready to go. I do feel that this is saying that you do want this love in your life, and you're willing to stand up for it and take action from your heart. He's protecting his heart, and these are the actions of coming towards him. And I feel that, you notice now what's really interesting. We had action coming towards you here, and this was cutthroat, risk-it-all energy. And now we have passionate action coming towards you. So I do feel that this is definite. If you're looking for romantic love and something that's real, I feel like definitely it's coming your way. And this is a real strong partner, someone that you will really empower and they'll empower you. And you notice that this person has like a boot on one foot and a shoe on other. That's talking about this back and forth energy here, and wanting to like maybe straddling two different worlds, a boot on one foot and a shoe on the other. Really good energy though. It definitely is saying that maybe you're warming up to the idea for sure. I'm going to clarify this with my oracle, but first I'll just go from the bottom to the top and back down again here. So we have a major transition coming up in your life, and this is after you've really put your mind to rest and worked out this feeling that you don't belong, or whatever it is that you've had since your childhood. And you're not the only one that has this feeling. A lot of people do feel this way when they're younger, and quite often it is because you don't fit in with the crowd. And so it's not a bad thing, but it can be challenging to deal with. And this is talking about really having a loving heart and really being a person who's very capable of unconditional love. And this energy, I love this passionate action coming towards you now instead of this action here. And it's saying that you're open to it, like you're feeling, you're warming up, thawing out. And then we have, after doing this inner work for yourself and really realizing, hey, maybe it's a good thing that I didn't fit in. And, it ends the never-ending nightmare, the doubt and the worry, and you start feeling like, okay, I can move forward. And, I feel this energy is saying this is a thing of the past. You were stuck in this energy because you didn't know the truth of who you really are, but you're starting to really feel and recognize and feel in your heart that you are valuable. And that maybe you have discovered this special something about yourself that just totally changes your outlook. A real, moment of clarity here. I'm going to clarify with my oracle cards, and the numbers on these cards represent my oracle, Tales from the Vector, and I do have a website, talesfromthevector.com. This energy, this is how they're numbered in the gallery on my website, but I'll put them in the order that they appear down in the description box below, and you can take a look there if you want to have further look at it. So we have the all-star energy. This is talking about using your insight, and definitely you've been working on that using your third eye. And it's talking about this totally changes when you realize this transition is coming in, that it's a beneficial transition, and you do this work, it changes your whole world. I really feel like it's like been a huge epiphany for you, like, aha, I get it, I know what's going on. And here it says, look at this stuck energy is now over. Look at that. It's sitting, where is the Hangman? Right in the next card. It's saying once you know the truth of who you really are, and you understand you are loved and that you are unique, and that's a blessing, that's when you have balance back in your life and you see things from a totally different perspective. The High Priestess uses her intuition to be able to navigate through information and make strong choices, because she's using her intuition as well as her logic. And this is the 12th here, and on the 12th we did have that, we just are in this eclipse season right now. We're just starting it. We had the new moon last night. As I'm doing this reading, tomorrow it'll be 2 days, but we're still really in this energy. So just be aware if your emotions are running a little high. We're moving into this new eclipse season. We're kind of in between seeing the light. When there's a total solar eclipse, the light disappears from our life for a little bit, but it returns even brighter. And so the dissemination, there's an elephant in the room that possibly you haven't been seeing, and I feel it's this energy here, and I feel like it's don't let this energy, if you've been going through this, a lot of this type of energy, gossip and that type of thing, don't allow that to disseminate who you really are. Dissemination is when you talk yourself out. There's a purposeful way of speaking that divides people from each other. And in some cases, it can be something within you. If you have a belief that you really are not lovable or something like that, you could get stuck in that energy. And that's why this is saying right here, you're no longer stuck. You never were stuck. You just weren't seeing the truth of how beautiful you really are. That's the energy I'm getting. And then we have Aquarius. This card has been coming in so much, especially with this truth coming in. And I do feel that this is definitely about Uranus energy moving into the sign of Gemini, and that was about 2.5 months ago. So this bottom line is Uranus and Gemini wants the truth to come out. We haven't had Uranus and Gemini in the same energy since 1941 to 1949 when World War II was going on in the aftermath. So I feel like maybe there's something that happened when you're a child and you found out what that was. There's some information. I feel like you're going to start understanding the truth of who you were when you were younger and why you were feeling the way you were, and it'll be really beneficial for you. This energy has been coming into almost every reading, and I feel that it's because we're going to be in this energy for the next 7.5 to 8 years. And bottom line is the truth always does come out, but now it's a time frame. I feel like it's going to, and we're in it until 2033. So if you're feeling like I think it's awesome, like let's have the truth come out, and we can all deal with the truth. It can be challenging to hear the truth about some things, but it can also be very uplifting. And then we have the battle stars. So this is having the courage again to be able to change your circumstances and move forward and realize, hey, I have the power to do so. And we have degradation of your energy. So this energy is talking, there could have been tactics used to put you in this, there could have been people around you that didn't want to see you thrive for whatever reason. And, that's just a lowering of vibration. And so this is talking about having, when you take a good look at yourself and you start to have the courage to be able to really see the truth. Hey, I might actually be special. That might be even more scary in some ways. So I'm just going to switch these two cards around now. I just feel like this desire to do that. I feel like you've crossed that. I feel like this is saying you're now ready to face that. Hey, maybe you're not so afraid of failing, but you're more afraid of succeeding, And there we have it, mother's worry. Maybe your mother was worried about you when you were younger. Maybe there was something that you didn't know about. And, I feel like if your mother has crossed over, across the veil and she's on the other side, I feel like she's been sending you a lot of love. So you might really be opening up to that. There might be something that happened when you were younger and you don't know the actual truth about it. You may have been told one story and then or you misinterpreted it when you were younger, and it has really stopped you from being able to step into your true power. And I feel that energy is coming to an end very quickly here. And we have the Virgo energy. So this is talking about being able to have the proper communication, so that you find out what it truly, truly is that was stopping you from being afraid to step into your power, to use whatever this special quality you have, and you know, not be afraid of failure in that. I feel like it matters that much to you that you would rather, you know, like it's been holding you back. So this is having strong communication within yourself and with others. And at the very top, we have Libra. So if you're looking for marriage, Libra is basically when you're, you know, mature enough, and it's ruled by Venus, which is the planet that rules over love and over Libra. And I feel like this is really talking about being able to anticipate a really strong future. You know, when you start to love every aspect of yourself and you don't feel like this is something that wasn't real, or there was something wrong with you, and you realize there was nothing wrong with me. I was just meant to follow a slightly different path than the people around me, and maybe, you know, you're totally starting to embrace this energy. This, if you're not looking for love, this can just be talking about having the love for yourself to do so, and you clearly have done the work. I really feel this is coming in very quickly as well. It just feels very like just right there when I switch those cards, feels like it's like that, like a switch goes on inside of you and you see the light. All right, I do hope that you have enjoyed this. It's been a good reading. It has good advice. Thank you for your time and energy, your likes, comments, and subscribes. I truly appreciate them all. And I'll be back with another reading for you again tomorrow. Bye for now.